Hello guys, my name is Manuel Soriano. I'm a software developer, and in this video I'm going to show you my open source project called Mate. It's a Gatsby starter, and the idea is that it will give you a portfolio specifically for developers or tech writers. So let's check it out how it looks. So this is the project itself. This is a landing page where you can like put your name, some of your roles, your social links. Then if you go down, you will see the About Me section where you can put some information about you, also a picture. Then if you continue going down, here you will see the projects that you have. And for each project you can put obviously the name and some small description, the year that you made it, the kind of project, and then the logo and the repository and project link. Then the last section is the writing section where you can link this page to your Medium account so you can showcase whatever you're writing right now. This section is not mandatory. We will see later how to customize it. So in order to start, let's go to the link of the project. It's a GitHub project, so it's public. Then we need to go to the hosted start section, and the first step is to use the Gatsby CLI. So first you need to install it. So in order to do that is npm install Gatsby CLI.g. I don't need to do that because I already have installed it. So, and then we need to create the repository. So what it does here is it works really similar to the functionality of fork in GitHub, with the difference that it doesn't add the git ignore and a few stuff more, but just to have some comparison, it will create a folder called Mate Portfolio with all the content of this repository and also install the dependencies. So I already did that. This is the final project, so we can open it. So I will show you a little bit the structure, how it works. As I told you, the application itself is just one big file which has different sections. So this is how it looks. The layout will give you some information about the theme. So all the colors are also customizable. I recommend you to check it out inside the repository documentation because it's kind of hard to show everything in this video. Then we have the header with all the navigation, the landing, about, projects, writing sections, and the end, the footer. All the sections are inside the section folder. And then we have another folder called components, which are all the components that we are using across the entire application. So as you saw previously, the card component is being used in the projects and writing sections. So as we're using React, it's a very good idea to have this folder. Then we need to set up our CMS. Something I didn't say before is that this application is linked with a contentful CMS space. So the data for this page is not inside the repository, it's actually outside. So you can imagine it's like frontend and backend. So in this case, our backend is going to be contentful, and then with this Gatsby application, we are going to fetch the content. All right. So what we need to do is to yarn setup. This will run script, know the script. So what we're going to do here is once we have an empty contentful space, we can copy and paste the whole structure that we need in order to run our instance of Gatsby Mate. Okay. So here I have a completely empty contentful page. So what we need to do is to go to the settings section, go to API keys. Here we will have an example keys. And then we need to copy the space ID into a terminal. Then it's asking for the content delivery API access token, which is right here. Copy that. Then the content management API is actually not on this page. It's back and then here. Here we need to generate one more. This will give us a code that we need to copy because otherwise we are not going to have access anymore. And then the script is going to start publishing the whole structure into our contentful space. So we just need to wait a little bit. All right, so we can check how it looks. So inside content, we're going to have all the different instances of our content model. So for you to understand, content model is like all the structure of our entities inside Contentful. So for example, this is the about section. It says that you will have a name, which is a short text, a description, some rows, which is a list of short text, social links, a profile picture, which is an image, about me, which is a long text, the medium user, which is a short text because it will be only your user, projects, which is a reference to many projects. So then, if you go back, you can see what the project will look like. All right, so it's going to have a name, published data, logo, repository URL, description, project URL, and type. So in order to see our information, we need to go to the about content type entity. In this case, it's Mate. So this is pretty important to understand. The information that we have here is going to be exactly reflect in the final application. So in this case, if I change the name to Emma Suriano and the description is like software developer, and then I can like change the role, for example, and I can say, yeah, software developer, as example. This is going to reflect into the final application. And one more important thing to say is, in case I want to create a new project, I highly suggest it to create it from here, because otherwise, if we don't link the project to the about me content, then we are not going to be able to see it in the application. So just be aware of that. Then we can publish the changes. Emma Suriano published successfully. So now we can go back to the project and run yarn start. This is going to run the Gatsby CLI that is running underground web app thingy, and we just need to wait until we see the URL. So here we have the page, and as you can see, it's hello, I am Emma Suriano, I'm a software developer, and that's it, guys. This is how to set up your own Mate instance. I received many emails and comments about all the hassle that has been, so that's why I'm making this video, and hopefully we'll see in another video. See ya.